Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Wednesday. This is Vicki, and I've got Tom with me here on our Wednesday session of the EFT LOA tapping. So if you guys have not gotten on yet, if you're just now clicking this link, come on in and join us, and we can tap on whatever issues that you've got. So like I said, just like to welcome everybody, and let's see what we can do today, okay?
All right, so let me see. You got it?
And what?
You got any issues you want to tap on?
I'm sure there's always issues. I was trying to remember which ones I put down yesterday.
Here's one. I have all this fear in my stomach. 42.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. What number is that?
42.
42?
Yep. What's yours?
Okay. We already did that one. I guess 23.
Okay.
You said yours was 48?
42.
42. Okay. 42. 23.
All right, let me see. Mine's between 34 and 43. Or we can do both, whatever. All right, so
42 and 43.
Yeah, 42, 43, and 34.
And 34? Okay. All right, let's see. How about, you want to do 34 first?
Well, which one was yours? 23?
23.
Well, yeah, we'll just work our way down.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get back to that. $22.3. Okay. All right. So let me bring the script up, and we can get started on that. And of course, you don't need to mute yourself out because you're the one who's doing it with me. So, all right. This one's I have some apprehension. Okay, side of the hand. Even though I have some apprehension.
Even though I have some apprehension.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I have some apprehension.
Even though I have some apprehension.
I deeply and completely love and forgive myself.
I deeply and completely love and forgive myself.
Even though I have some apprehension.
Even though I have some apprehension.
I've got some questions.
I got some questions.
I've got some concerns.
I got some concerns.
There are some things.
There are some things.
That I'm not sure about.
I'm not sure about.
Even though I have these apprehensions.
Even though I have these apprehensions.
I choose to deeply and completely.
Choose to deeply and completely.
Love and forgive and accept myself.
Love, forgive, and accept myself.
And anyone else who may contribute to this apprehension.
And anyone else who may contribute it to this apprehension.
Eyebrow point. All these apprehensions.
All these apprehensions.
All these apprehensions.
All these apprehensions.
All this nervousness.
All this nervousness.
All this anxiety.
All this anxiety.
A lot of it's excitement.
A lot of it's excitement.
I really want to do the artist way.
I really want to do the artist way.
Maybe I've wanted to do it for years.
Maybe I wanted to do it for years.
Here I am.
Here I am.
Oh boy. Oh boy?
No, I said, oh boy.
Oh, okay. Eyebrow, and now I'm wondering?
Now I'm wondering.
Why haven't I done it before?
Why haven't I done it before?
Maybe I'm feeling a lot of anxiety.
Maybe I'm feeling a lot of anxiety.
And recognizing why I haven't done it before.
And recognizing why I haven't done it before.
And kind of wishing that I hadn't signed up for this.
That I hadn't signed up for this.
What was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
I choose to clear that.
I choose to clear that.
All this fear.
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 Just releasing it.
Just releasing it.
Releasing it from wherever it might be.
Releasing it from wherever it might be.
Releasing all this fear.
Releasing all this fear.
From wherever it might be.
From wherever it might be.
I've lived my life in fear.
I live my life in fear.
For far too long.
Far too long.
I've allowed fear.
I've allowed fear
To rob me of so much.
to rob me of so much.
And I choose to look at all my excuses.
And I choose to let go of all my excuses.
And look them right in the eye.
Look them right in the eye.
And say, I know what you're up to.
I say I know what you're up to.
You're just fear.
You're just fear.
Masquerading as logic.
Masquerading as logic.
You're telling me you don't have time for this.
You're telling me you don't have time for this.
You're not really an artist.
You're not really an artist.
What are you thinking?
What are you thinking?
What am I really thinking?
What am I really thinking?
Is the truth.
What'd you say?
Is the truth
Is the truth.
that I am a creator.
I have a creator.
I'm creating my reality.
I'm created by reality.
I choose to create it
I choose to create it
in ever more expansive ways.
in ever more expansive ways.
So all these excuses
All these excuses
and the fear behind them
and the fear behind them
can just take a hike.
could just take a hike.
Hit the road, Jack.
Hit the road, Jack.
And just don't come back.
And don't come back.
No more, no more, no more.
No more, no more, no more.
Because I'm moving through this.
I'm moving through this.
Good morning, everyone. This is Vicky. Hang on just a I'm coming sec. to you from my home in Houston. And boy, did I make a mistake.
What is that?
There we go. Sorry about that. That was that video. That was that video I was talking about. Where did I just leave off? I'm moving past it
Oh, moving
because
past,
I'm so darn excited
because I'm so darn excited
about what's possible.
about what's possible.
As I go through this program of creative recovery,
As I go through this program of creative recovery,
I've been creating my reality
I've been creating my reality
all my life.
all my life.
As I give myself more creative freedom,
As I give myself more creative freedom,
what's possible?
what's possible.
Some of that is so exciting.
Some of that is so exciting.
Some of it may make me want to run and hide.
Some of it may make me want to run and hide.
If I want to create even more,
I want to create even more.
there might be more demands upon me.
There might be more demands upon me.
There might be more expectations.
There might be more expectations.
There might be more responsibilities.
There might be more responsibilities.
What am I doing here?
What am I doing here?
Clearing that fear.
Clearing that fear.
Clearing that fear.
Clearing that fear.
I can do this.
I can do this.
I have what it takes,
I have what it takes.
and there will be some more time involved.
There will be some more time involved.
I can make that time.
I can make that time.
In His infinite wisdom,
In His infinite wisdom,
God made 24 hours enough time.
God made 24 hours enough time.
I choose to know that I'm worthy of the time.
I choose to know that I'm worthy of the time.
My artistic recovery
My artistic recovery
is worthy of this time.
is worthy of the time.
I'm setting myself free.
I'm setting myself free.
I deserve this gift to myself.
I deserve the gift of myself.
And the world deserves it.
The world deserves it.
Because I can look at so many artists,
I can look at so many artists,
whether it's a visual art,
whether it's a visual art,
performing art,
performing art,
or maybe art
maybe art.
that isn't precisely art.
That isn't precisely art.
Maybe it's just the way they act in the world.
Maybe it's just the way they act in the world.
Or maybe it's the way they run their business.
Maybe it's the way they run their business.
And I'm grateful for a lot of these people.
I'm grateful for a lot of these people.
And the world is waiting for my gifts and talents.
And the world is waiting for my gifts and talents.
My gifts and talents.
My gifts and talents.
My gift and talents are a gift from God.
My gifts and talents are a gift from God.
However I choose to define God.
However I choose to define God.
Good orderly direction.
Good orderly direction.
The universe.
The universe.
The Creator.
Creator.
Whatever it might be.
Whatever it might be.
Creativity is the Creator's gift to me.
Creativity is the Creator's gift to me.
Using my creativity.
Using my creativity.
This is my gift back to the Creator.
This is my gift back to the Creator.
I have gifts and talents.
I have gifts and talents. I have gifts and talents.
Yes, I have them for a reason.
I have them for a reason.
They're not meant to be hidden under a bushel.
They're not meant to be hidden under a bushel.
They're meant to be shared.
Meant to be shared.
What I am doing
What I'm doing
in taking this course
taking the course
is a noble gesture,
a noble gesture,
a noble effort.
noble effort.
And I'm just the person to do it.
I'm just the person to do it.
Darn it.
Darn it.
I'm worthy and deserving
I'm worthy and deserving
of taking the time
taking the time
and the effort
and the effort
to go through this course
go through this course
and to find out how much greater of a creator I can be
a creator I can be.
in mind, heart, body, soul, and spirit.
Mind, heart, body, soul, and spirit.
And take a deep breath. Hold it. And release. Make it so I detach in faith.
Make it so I detach with 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 faith.
And we both laugh hysterically.
How you feeling?
All right. So how are you doing?
Feel good. I yawned.
Huh? So how are you doing?
So I feel good. I yawned.
Gotta fix
during that one.
Yeah, I know you were yawning a lot,
I know.
and that was supposed to be my issue. So
Well,
I think my little mouse here is about to die too. So
you're a little what? I can't hear you. What? You're like muted out or something.
I'm muted out.
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Okay.
For a while, you muted out for a second.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I can't hear you now.
I wonder why that's the case. Just because I'm going over to the script page. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Wait, go to the
Say
go to the script page. Go to the script page again. And then speak when you get there.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
You can hear?
Yep. Now I can't. I can't hear you now. Hello.
Okay, hang on. If I'm going to do the next script, I've got to get a new battery for my mouse.
Oh.
My wireless mouse has died, so it won't let me go up on the script. So
or I can just do the script.
Okay, can you do that one real quick? Let me go ahead and take the camera off for just a second and let me get a new battery. I know exactly where they are.
All right, go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, we're taking a nice little break in tapping, and today I'm going to go ahead and entertain you with some nice, beautiful music. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, I got a new battery for the mouse. You want to do it, or you want me to go ahead and do it?
Well, if you got a new battery for it, you can do it.
Okay. Yeah. Let me get that camera fixed. Okay. So I think it was number 42 is what you said?
Oh, that's 34.
Oh, 34. Okay. All right. All right. So you ready?
Always ready.
All right. I have this sadness about not being good enough. Even though I have this sadness about not being good enough.
Even though I have this sadness about not being good enough.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I have this sadness about not being good enough.
Even though I have this sadness about not being good enough.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Deeply and completely love and forgive myself.
Even though I have this sadness about not being good enough.
Even though I have this sadness about not being good enough.
All these messages I got.
All these messages I got.
When I was young and impressionable.
I was young and impressionable.
And didn't know any better.
I didn't know any better.
And I was told.
And I was told.
That I just wasn't good enough.
I just wasn't good enough.
If I wanted more.
If I wanted more.
They said to me.
They said to me.
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are?
So I'm left with that question.
So I'm left with the question.
Who do I think I am?
Who do I think I am?
Do I think I'm someone who doesn't deserve abundance?
Do I think I'm someone who doesn't deserve abundance?
Do I think I'm someone who doesn't deserve happiness?
Do I think I'm someone who doesn't deserve happiness?
Apparently so.
Apparently so.
Because I'm feeling sadness right now.
Because if I'm feeling sadness right now,
I'm the one who's doing that to myself.
I'm the one who's doing that to myself.
So basically, I'm telling myself.
Basically, I'm telling myself.
I deserve sadness.
I deserve sadness.
More than I deserve happiness.
More than I deserve happiness.
Maybe it's about time.
Maybe it's about time.
I realize that's incorrect.
I realize that's incorrect.
And I recognize
I recognize
that I am deserving of an abundance of happiness.
I am deserving of an abundance of happiness.
And once I get that,
Once I get that,
I don't need to carry the sadness anymore.
I don't need to carry the sadness anymore.
And even though I have the sadness about not being good enough,
Even though I have sadness about not being good enough,
I deeply and
deeply and completely
love, forgive, and accept myself.
love, forgive, and accept myself.
My parents and anyone else
My parents and anyone else
who suggested I wasn't good enough.
who suggested I wasn't good enough.
Eyebrow point. All this sadness,
All the sadness,
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 all this sadness.
all the sadness.
I'm just letting it drain out.
Just letting it what?
Just letting it drain out
Just letting it drain out
as though it were a faucet.
as though it were a faucet.
Eyebrow. Just opening the tap,
Just opening the tap,
pulling the plug,
pulling the plug,
and letting it drain out.
letting it drain out,
Letting it all drain out.
letting it all drain out.
Releasing the sadness
Releasing the sadness,
from every cell in my body
every cell in my body,
and replacing it with love.
replacing it with love,
Replacing it with joy.
replacing it with joy,
Replacing it with good feelings.
replacing it with good feelings.
Because the truth is,
The truth is,
I deserve good feelings.
I deserve good feelings.
I am created by God.
I'm created by God.
And these people who said to me,
People who said to me,
who do you think you are?
who do you think you are?
I wish I could have answered them.
I wish I could have answered them.
A magnificent child of God.
Magnificent child of God.
And that would have been true.
That would have been true.
It is true.
It is true.
I am God's handiwork.
I'm God's handiwork.
Who did they think they were?
Who did they think they were?
To look at me,
Look at me.
a creation of God,
Creation of God.
and say that I'm not good enough.
And say I'm not good enough.
They may have looked towards heaven
They might have looked towards heaven
and said to God,
and said to God,
you blew it with this one.
you blew it with this one.
What shoddy workmanship.
But shoddy workmanship.
This one's not good enough.
This one is not good enough.
Because basically that's what they were doing.
Basically, that's what they were doing.
To look at me,
Look at me,
a child of God,
child of God,
certified and sealed,
certified and sealed,
stamped on my butt,
stamped on my butt,
checked by angel number 36,
checked by angel number 36,
signed, sealed, and delivered.
signed, sealed, and delivered.
Did they say I'm not good enough?
Say I'm not good enough?
Does that say something about me?
Does that say something?
Or does that say something about them?
Does that say something about them?
What's going on with them?
What's going on with them?
That they couldn't see me
That they couldn't see me.
as the child of God that I am.
The child of God that I am.
That they were authority figures.
They were authority figures.
So I believed them.
I believe them.
So today,
Today,
I still see myself through their eyes,
I still see myself through their eyes,
not through God's eyes.
not through God's eyes.
When I look in a mirror,
I look in the mirror,
I see my parents' opinion of me.
I see my parents' opinion of me.
I choose to see God's opinion of me.
I choose to see God's opinion of me.
I choose to see God's perfection in me.
I choose to see God's perfection in me.
Who do I think I am?
Who do I think I am?
I don't just think.
I don't just think.
I know
I know
that I'm a magnificent child of God.
I'm a magnificent child of God.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's who I am.
That's who I am.
So when I ask the question,
I ask the question,
do I deserve abundance?
do I deserve abundance?
It's an easy answer.
Is an easy answer.
Of course I do.
Of course I do.
Who am I to deserve abundance?
Who am I to deserve abundance?
I'm a child of God,
I'm a child of God.
and God created all this abundance.
God created all this abundance.
Could it really be possible
Could it really be possible?
that God created it more for someone else
God created it more for someone else
than for me?
than for me.
If I had 2 children
If I had children,
and I served them dinner,
so then dinner,
would I give more to one,
would I give more to one?
saying the other one didn't deserve as much?
Saying the other one didn't deserve as much?
And if the other one complained
And the other one complained?
and asked for more,
Asked for more?
would I say, who do you think you are?
When I say, who do you think you are?
You're less than the other one?
You're less than the other one?
Can any of us really be less?
Can anyone else really be less?
Does God really think I'm less than anyone else? And if anyone ever thought I was less,
Anyone ever thought I was less?
do I really think they were right?
I really think they're right?
Or were they just mistaken
Or were they just mistaken?
based on the crap they've been taught?
Based on the crap that they've been told.
I'm the victim of a long line of crap.
I'm a victim of a long line of crap.
The crap stops here.
Crap stops here.
Any idea
Any idea?
that I am less than
I am less than.
and less deserving
Less deserving.
and shouldn't think of myself as a child of God
Just figure myself as a child of God.
is nonsense.
Nonsense.
I'm releasing it now.
Releasing it now.
Releasing it from every cell in my body.
Releasing it from every cell in my body.
There are many things my parents said,
There are many things my parents said.
and I know were not true.
I know they're not true.
That was the biggest lie of all.
That was the biggest lie of all.
To look at a child of God
Look at a child of God.
and say you're not good enough
Say you're not good enough.
is the biggest mistake they've ever made.
It's the biggest mistake they ever made.
And they were doing the best they could.
They're doing the best they could.
They didn't know EFT.
They didn't know EFT.
They didn't know any better.
They didn't know any better.
They're operating from their limitations.
Outline of their limitations.
It's like if someone who only speaks one language,
It's like if only someone speaks one language,
they can only speak in that language.
they can only speak in that language.
It's not only that's not the only language there is,
It's not the only language there is.
but it is the only language they know.
It's the only language they know.
I forgive them for not knowing more.
Forgive them for not knowing more.
That was their mistake.
That was their mistake.
It doesn't have to be mine.
Doesn't have to be mine.
When I look in the mirror now,
When I look in the mirror then,
I don't have to see myself with their eyes. I choose to see myself with God's eyes.
choose to see myself with God's eyes.
And at the same time,
At the same time,
I choose to see my parents with God's eyes,
choose to see my parents with God's eyes.
so I can see them with love.
So I can see them with love
I can see them with compassion
and with compassion.
for all their limitations.
All limitations.
They too are children of God,
You are children of God.
and I love them for that.
Love them for that.
And I look in the mirror now,
Wait, what?
and I look in the mirror now.
Look in the mirror now.
I see myself with God's eyes,
I see myself through God's eyes.
and I look good.
I look good.
I am plenty good enough.
And I'm finally good enough.
I wouldn't be here
I wouldn't be here
if I wasn't good enough for God.
if I wasn't good enough for God.
And if I'm good enough for God,
If I'm good enough for God,
who could I not be good enough for?
what could I not be good enough for?
If I'm good enough for God,
If I'm good enough for God,
I should at least be good enough for myself.
I should be at least good enough for myself.
Letting go of this upset,
Letting go of the upset.
letting go of the sadness.
Letting go of the sadness.
No more need to be sad,
No more need to be sad.
because I know that I'm more than good enough.
You know, I'm more different.
The more I recognize that,
The more I recognize that,
the more I replace the sorrow with joy. Grateful for the gift that I am. Grateful for the opportunity to share with others. And grateful for the opportunity to share in the abundance. In body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit. Take a deep breath. And release. Make it so I detach in faith.
make it so I detach with faith.
Make it so I detach with faith.
Make it so I detach with faith.
And make it so I detach with faith.
Make it so I detach with faith.
And we all laugh hysterically. Wow. That's another good one. Deal with that myself. So
Yeah.
how are you doing?
Doing good. Let me see.
All right.
What was the next one? 34, right? 33? No, 42.
42?
Yeah, 42 was I have all this fear in my stomach.
Yeah. 42.
42. Yeah.
You want me to do this with one, or you want to lead it?
No, you can do this one.
Okay. Somehow I knew you were going to say that. Okay. It's I have all this fear in my stomach. Even though I have all this fear in my stomach,
Even though I have all this fear in my stomach,
I choose to love and accept myself.
choose to love and accept myself.
Even though I have all this fear in my stomach,
Even though I have all this fear in my stomach,
I choose to love and forgive myself.
choose to love and forgive myself.
Even though I have all this fear in my stomach,
Even though I have all this fear in my stomach,
I choose to love and forgive myself.
choose to love and forgive myself.
Even though I have this fear in my stomach,
Even though I have this fear in my stomach,
fear about all kinds of things,
fear about all kinds of things,
fear about failure,
Fear about failure.
Fear about being seen.
Fear about being seen.
Fears about being heard.
Fears about being heard.
And fears that I'm not going to make the grade.
Fears that I'm not going to make the grade.
And even though I have all these fears in my stomach,
And I have all these fears in my stomach,
I choose to deeply and completely
I choose to deeply and completely
love, forgive, and accept myself
love, forgive, and accept myself
and anyone else
and anyone else
who helped me develop these fears.
who helped me develop these fears.
Eyebrow point. All these fears in my stomach.
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 When I think about being successful
Think about being successful
at a greater level than where I'm at now,
at a greater level than I'm at right now.
it just scares me.
It scares me.
I can't allow myself to become more successful.
Can't allow myself to become more successful.
It's not safe.
Safe.
I can handle where I'm at.
You handle where I'm at.
And part of me says,
Part of me says,
this is just fine.
it's just fine.
Don't mess with it.
Don't mess with it.
But there's another part of me
Another part of me
that desires more.
desires more.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
This universe
This universe
has limited abundance.
has unlimited abundance.
The desire for increase is pretty normal.
Desire for increase is pretty normal.
It's pretty darn natural.
Pretty darn natural.
But it stirs up all kinds of fears.
Stirs up all kinds of fears.
All these fears of failure.
All these fears of failure.
All these fears I'll screw up.
All these fears I'll screw up.
All these fears
All these fears
that I'm somehow going to be hurt.
that somehow I'm going to be hurt.
As though the amount of success I have right now
As though the amount of success I have right now
is all that God will allow me.
is all that God will allow me.
And if I try for more,
If I try for more,
God will revoke His protection.
God will revoke His protection.
And I'm on my own.
On my own.
And I'm at risk.
I'm at risk.
I'm at risk of all kinds of failure.
I'm at risk of all kinds of failures.
I'm at risk of all kinds of harm.
I'm at risk of all kinds of what?
Harm.
Harm. Okay.
I'm at risk for all kinds of pain.
Risk of all kinds of pain.
All this fear in my stomach.
All this fear in my stomach.
And I choose to release it.
Choose to release it.
Where did I get this idea?
Where did I get this idea?
The success was going to be so painful.
My success is going to be so painful.
Where did I get this idea?
Where did I get this idea?
That it would be such a threat to me.
That's going to be such a threat to me.
What would be so wrong with traveling?
What would be so wrong with traveling?
Not that I have to.
Not that I have to.
I can be extremely successful
I can be extremely successful.
staying right where I am.
Staying right where I am.
Is that really what I desire?
Is that really what I desire?
There may be a part of me
Maybe a part of me
that really wants to travel,
that wants to travel.
but that thought scares me so much.
That thought scared me so much.
Who told me that it's dangerous?
You told me it's dangerous.
Who told me I should be afraid?
You told me I should be afraid.
And what am I afraid of?
What am I afraid of?
Am I afraid of what would happen
I'm afraid about what will happen.
when I get up on that stage?
I get up on that stage.
Will I make a fool of myself?
I make a fool of myself.
Will people laugh at me?
People laugh at me.
If I've got myself up on that stage?
I got myself up on that stage.
They're already going to respect me.
Already gonna respect me.
I've already proven myself successful.
Already proved myself successful.
Not that I need to prove anything to anyone.
I need to prove anything by any means. I'm sorry.
Letting go of all this fear.
Letting go of all the fear.
Letting go of all the fear.
Letting go of all the fear.
Maybe I'm afraid.
You know, I'm afraid.
I won't even get on stage.
I won't even get on the stage.
Maybe I'm afraid of flying. Maybe I'm afraid
Maybe I'm afraid.
of flying.
Flying.
Who told me to be afraid?
Who told me to be afraid?
Given that statistically,
Given statistically,
it's the safest way to travel.
same as us to travel.
So where did I get all of these ideas?
Where I get all these ideas.
That it's not safe to travel.
Not safe to travel.
And maybe those are just a cover-up.
Maybe those are just to cover up.
A deeper fear.
Deeper fear.
A fear of being seen.
Fear of being seen.
A fear of being heard.
Fear of being heard.
A fear that I'm not good enough.
Fear I'm not good enough.
A fear that people will find that out.
Fear people will find that out.
And that's a fear.
That's fear.
I definitely need to let go of.
You definitely need to let go of.
I'm a magnificent child of God.
Magnificent child of God.
There's nothing I'm not good enough for. Nothing I'm not good enough for.
Nothing I'm not good enough for.
I am more than good enough.
I am more than good enough.
Clearing out all these ideas
Clearing out all these ideas
about why that may not be true.
about why that might not be true.
All these times in my past,
All these times in my past,
when someone said I wasn't good enough,
was so much so I wasn't good enough.
or that's just what I decided
That's what I decided.
from some experience I had.
Some experience I had.
All these times
All these times,
that I've told myself
told myself
that I wasn't good enough.
I wasn't good enough.
I choose to release those now.
Choose to release this now.
That was a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding.
Even when I've made mistakes,
Even when I made mistakes.
even when I've goofed up royally,
Even when I goofed up royally.
that doesn't define who I am.
It doesn't define who I am.
I am a magnificent child of God.
I'm a magnificent child of God.
I am more than good enough.
I am really good enough.
I am releasing the doubts about that.
Releasing the doubts about that.
Releasing all the fear.
Smell the fear.
Releasing them at a cellular level.
Huh? What did you say?
Releasing them at a cellular level.
Releasing them at a cellular level.
Allowing myself to know
Allow myself to know
that I have a right to be here.
I have a right to be here.
And my success
My success
benefits other people as well.
fits other people as well.
It's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win situation.
I choose to allow success.
We choose to allow success.
I choose to allow a lot of success.
We choose to allow a lot of success.
And I can handle what comes with it
I can handle what comes with it.
as I set myself free
Set myself free.
in body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit.
In body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. And release. Make it so I detach with faith.
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 Make it so and I detach with faith.
Make it so I detach with faith.
And we all laugh hysterically. All right. Well, how was that? Woo. Those were all good ones. They all tied in together. So I would say those were a good flow. So
Yeah, I'm
so how
feeling
you
good.
doing? Huh?
Feeling good.
Feeling good?
Feeling good, Robin.
I had to end up taking a nap or something. So
I'm tired.
anyway, do you have any announcements or anything that you want for anybody on the group or anything that might be on?
Not really.
Not really? Okay.
No, I mean.
All right. I went out on the other page. It shows that we have 4 viewers, which means we've got 2 others. But no one has commented on the other page, so I'm not for sure exactly. So anyway, well, if there's not anything else, I guess that we can call this a wrap for today, and that we look forward to seeing you next time. Let's see, I think tomorrow it's supposed to be Tom and I. Miss Sandy's in the process of getting her apartment shut down and getting ready to move, so I guess it's going to be you and me again tomorrow, huh, Tom?
Yay!
Yay! All right. All right, guys, you go out and yay! Everybody go out and have a great day, and happy tapping, and we will see you next time, okay?
Bye,
All right, guys, thanks. All right, bye.